But yeah, so my shift, so my stun is 8 and shift 8. My consecrated ground. So I'm going and I'm trying to hit consecrated ground. I'm just stunning. I'm just ripping that hammer of justice. How long does this last for? Let's see.
The outsider has come to stop me? I owe you much, but I cannot allow you to impede my quest for justice. I will give you a choice. Live here or
I thought about running something else, but I think this little guy's doing. I think he's doing work. About as much work as like. He's only hitting one target, but he's doing like 4% damage. Yeah, he's 6% damage, which is really good for a trinket. Like infested ground's 8, and let's take all 3 in sharing damage. Yeah, he's fine. He's really good. Okay. 5 on that. Alright. I forgot to drop the thing.
run away, little girl. Run away.
Four, three, two, one.
Oh no, it's gonna go off. This one.
Run away, little girl.
Four, three, two, one.
Again, yes. Ooh, that was close. Alright, come on. Come on. There we go.
What am I doing? This is not right.
You must overcome the corruption, Sikrin. You have the strength.
Yeah, the damage breakdown. Divine Storm just carries this fight so hard. With damage, you don't really need Like,
Vengeance will
just focus on mechanics and that'll get you through.
your people
If anyone is curious, I guess, where is it? The Rebuke. This is what was interrupting Sigrun's Call of the Father. You just have the macro so that only targets boss 1, I think. Boss 1 is Sigrun. So no matter where you are, you just press E and it will target Sigrun, even if you have someone else targeted. And you just kind of listen for the countdown, the 3, 2, 1, and know that you're going to have to press it soon.
I stand on
The rune guy was, basic rune guy. You have a kick that you can make your kick always target the rune guy and you're good to go. And for the one that's kind of the trickiest is actually the Berserker, because you're kind of squishy on a Ret, except for you have a heal to heal yourself up. So your ways of stopping him are basically your Hammer of Justice and your Hindrance. And there's really only 2 times when he goes Berserk. If you really want to kind of do what I did here, where I think I way over DPS'd it, like we didn't even hit the part where all 3 of them cast their abilities at once. We didn't even hit that. You just go ham at the pull, and I think I used a Blessing of Protection just to get more damage in, because I know there's one other time when he does it, and you can kind of just lead him over. He does it again in the middle of the fight, but I don't even know if we hit that. We might have. I'd have to go back and watch the VOD, but this one, this is a really... Ret is very well equipped to handle with this challenge. It just takes a few pulls and you'll get it. You don't need all of this. Like I said, we way overkilled it. That was way over damage. You don't need this much damage at all to beat it in the slightest. You probably don't need World Scrolls. You would even not need, like, what is not needed here? I mean, this trinket's really easy to get. Emerald Nightmare. You're very likely to get this trinket. If you don't have it, then we get 7% of our damage, which is a lot for a single trinket. You can probably just use a BFA trinket though. Like it's not like you're going from 7. It's not like you're completely missing out on 7%. You're getting something that's like if you have that one's probably like 4% of your damage or 3%. So you're only missing out on 3% damage, which is not gonna be the difference between a kill or not. Lightless Force is a pretty good enchant. It doesn't look like it did much here, but on the Assassin Rogue, Lightless Force did a lot of my damage, so I just kind of went with it. For our flask, we kind of just used a Strength Potion, again, because Divine Storm is the real winner. We just want stuff to buff Divine Storm. You could probably then, on that note, if you wanted to swap Lightless Force for Celestial Guidance to gain stab procs to buff Divine Storm, that's also probably fine. Like if you already have an enchant of Celestial Guidance, I would not necessarily swap to Lightless Force. The little Dragonling overall was 5% of our damage, right? A little 5.6. That's pretty good, but again, not like insane, right? Like I think this is probably the way to go, just because this gives you main stat, right? 14 strength, which buffs Divine Storm. And it also gives you haste, which buffs everything else. That haste will buff your consecration, I think, because it's a dot. So haste should buff a dot. And things like that. So this is definitely not necessary. And these gems, this was like that neck from, what was it? This is a pretty good necklace, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is this is probably a lot better than... This is substantially better, I think, than the BFA neck. Just, it's all the same stats, but you have like Verse, which you don't get on the BFA neck, and then you can go ahead and sock it in 19 strength into it, which is way more strength than... Like, we're running this with like 388 strength. I don't know, that's probably nowhere near as much as you could get, but so you really don't need it.